Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl. Today I made a new batch of my homemade gel food, so I thought I'd share it with you, so please stay tuned. Today I'm making a new batch of gel food. Now this time I'm going to be using beef heart. This is approximately a quarter of a beef heart. I will also be adding zucchini. I'll add 2 tablespoons of spirulina powder, a handful of veggie wafers, and I ordered these carnivore mounds, but I don't like putting them in the tank because they're very messy, so I just add them to the gel food to use them up. And then finally, our clear gelatin. I begin by cutting up my beef heart into small pieces. I slice them into strips, and then I trim off the thick outer skin. Each strip I cut into smaller pieces just so my food processor doesn't have to work so hard. Nothing goes to waste. The trimmings off the heart I freeze for Ozzy. Anytime I have leftover meat, a piece of chicken, sausage, whatever it may be, I cut it into small chunks and toss it in a container in the freezer. That is Ozzy's treat box. Being frozen, they're neat and don't make any mess, and he loves it. When I ask Ozzy if he wants a treat, he goes and sits in front of the fridge. So we will be adding 2 cups of beef heart to this batch. Now you can use other meats. The last batch I made, I used chicken hearts. But you can use shrimp, fish fillets, or whatever you feel would be appealing to your fish. Adding the 2 cups of beef heart to the food processor, you want to blend it so that it is really soft. Pretty much a mush. So let me just show you my consistency. There we go. It's really soft and super lean. So the next thing I'm going to do is cut up the zucchini. I just cut it up into nice pieces so that, again, it will process quicker. Zucchini has a lower water content than the cucumber, so you may want to add a little water so that it mixes up easier. You can also alter whatever vegetables you would like to use. I personally prefer the dark green vegetables because they have a good high content of beta carotene, which is a natural color enhancer to your fish. But you can use anything from green beans, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, whatever you have on hand. There's absolutely nothing about this recipe that is written in stone. Pretty much everything you can alter in any way you want. So let me just get this mixed up so I can show you how it looks. Okay. So next I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of spirulina powder. Now I get the spirulina powder, I order it from Ken's Fish, but you can get it in many places. And now I'm going to add just a handful of veggie wafers. I just have a lot of extra ones, and rather than having them go stale, I'll just throw some in here. Now these carnivore mounds I ordered, and I just don't like using them in the fish tank because they make the water so dirty. So I've decided to use them up in my gel food. Now this is where I would add just a half a cup of liquid just to help it mix because it is going to be a little bit on the dry side. Get this lid on. There. All right. Pour the water in. And we'll get it mixing. So what I use for the gel is a clear gelatin made by Knox. I will mix up 4 envelopes into 2 cups of water. So the first cup of water I have here, I'm mixing in the gel so that it melts and dissolves completely. Just clean this mess up here. There. Okay, so that's fairly well mixed, or fairly well dissolved, so I can pour that in. Now I'm going to just grab a cup of hot water straight out of the tap. Give that a good stir. And there we go. Ready. So now it's time to put it in the pan. I always use the same pan. It's perfect for this. And this pan is like really, really old. It was my great-grandma's. So I take a piece of parchment paper, a little bigger than the pan, and then I press it down into the corners. Then I take the gel food and pour it on top of the parchment paper. I'll just give the pan a little shake to help it level out, and now it's ready to set. So here's the pan after it's come out of the freezer. It's only been in there 30 minutes just to let the gel set. Once it's set, then I cut the gel into about 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch pieces. So once I have all the pieces cut into the size squares I want, I return the pan back to the freezer and allow them to freeze solid. After it is frozen solid, I lift the gel food out of the pan using the parchment paper, and I break it up and store it in just little old ice cream tubs or something like that. And then I feed it to the fish, usually frozen.
So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.